Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again. It's been a long time, folks, but I'm back with a new phone here to share with you all, the Honor 90 on Frankie Tech. Let's have a look at all the goodies that Honor have sent me for this release. Let's have a look. So here we are, guys. Yes, it's been a long time since the top-down format, but I wanted to come back with a bang with a new release here, the Honor 90, which is launching in Paris this week. And what a beautiful phone, but we will get to the details and impressions of this phone in a moment. I do want to share some of what Honor has sent me here, a very nice care package of stuff. Let's lift the lid here on this very beautiful box and have a look. Oh my gosh, we have some extra gifts here. Beautiful card from Honor. Turning this around, I think these are rice cakes. Very flattered that you would send me so many of these. Definitely gonna have a try later. But even more special is what we find in here. Look at this, guys. It's a Disney Mickey and Friends. From what I understand, it is a Bluetooth speaker, an additional gift from Honor here that they've sent, but a nice care package from Honor, and it really shows the attention to detail they're giving here for reviewers. But let's set this one aside for now and take a look at the Honor 90. This is the 512 12 gigs of RAM version, and yes, it's not the Honor 90 Pro, but it's the regular Honor, which still I think has a lot of great features as well. And here's the phone itself, and you can see they sent me this beautiful opaline version, I would call it. I guess it's the white version, but it has this very unique texture on the back. But first, let's show you what's inside the Honor 90 box. Lifting the lid, this is where you would have the phone, and this is also under here where you will find the TPU case that comes pretty standard with this phone. Lifting the lid, and you will also have the SIM ejector tool, USB-C cable, and this one uses a slightly slower but still very impressive 66 watt Honor supercharger in the box. Very nice to see that as well. But let's face it, you're here for the phone, guys, and a new phone on Frankie Tech. Impressions of this Honor 90. We do have a very nice build quality to this device. Now, yes, it is not a metallic edge. This is plastic, but it is a shiny plastic, and it still does a very nice look here. And at 188 grams, 7.8 millimeters, it's pretty much in line with the size of phones that you see in this day and age. I do think they've done something interesting here with the camera module, though. There you can see how it interacts with the light. Now, the Pro has a slightly more squared off look, but I kind of prefer the circular look here of the Honor 90s. There you see, and this does include the 200 megapixel main camera that the Honor 90 Pro does. In terms of the look of this device, look at those bezels, tiny from top to bottom. Overall, it's a very nice design here on the Honor 90. And talking about display, we have a 6.7 inch 120 hertz AMOLED display. Now, this is not LTPO, but you'll see here I've gone in and I've actually forced the 120 hertz refresh rate. There you see it, 120 hertz. You can use dynamic, but I found in certain apps it does scroll a little bit slower. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it here on that 120 hertz. But at 120 hertz, it is just buttery smooth. And there's a slight curve you can see to the display, but it's very minimal, guys. It's not a flat display, but it is not a very pronounced curve, which I do appreciate. Honor kind of going away from those super curved edge displays from their previous flagships. And watching content on this 6.7 inch display, it is pretty standard, guys, center punch hole, but I think it does a great job. You have no complaints here for watching content on this phone. And in DRM Info, L1 security level, I think most phones now have this standard, especially the global versions. So once again, it's an L1 party on Frankie Tech. Performance, and now this is the big difference between the Honor 90 and the 90 Pro. While the Pro is using the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, this one is using the Snapdragon 7 Gen 1, which is a capable chipset. Now, I haven't been able to run Antutu on this phone. It does not allow me to download it for some reason. And similar to the Xiaomi 13 Lite I reviewed previously, you're going to get in that high 500s, 600,000 score for Antutu, which is generally mid-range. This is a mid-range device, I'd say, but it does the job, guys. Scrolling in Twitter is solid, no serious hiccups whatsoever. I better not use my Twitter quota here scrolling through all these stories. And when it comes to gaming, yes, you can do max settings on this phone. Now, I would definitely not recommend these settings though for this device. If you really want to have the full gaming experience, you're probably going to want to use the Honor 90 Pro for that, because there are a few stutters here and there. Still though, all in all, it's not a bad experience. And if you're playing Genshin Impact though, you might want to go to medium settings for this device. And talking about battery, we have a 5,000 milliampere capacity, 66 watt fast charging. Now it doesn't get the 90 watt that you get for the Honor 90 Pro, which can really charge it up quick. But I think 66 watts in well under an hour, 45 minutes. It's a pretty standard charging time, I'd say at this point, for these mid-range phones. And the fingerprint scanner is solid on this device. It is an in-display fingerprint scanner, and there you see Honor 90, similar to the 90 Pro. You're not going to get anything different here with this slightly lower level device in terms of that experience. The haptics are also really good. I would give them probably an 8 out of 10 in terms of my experience. You can notice, yeah, the haptic motor is not to the level of the flagship devices, but it's a decent one nonetheless. And the audio speaker test, single bottom firing here on the Honor 90. There you see next to the USB-C and SIM tray. Let's have a listen. Not bad, all things considered, but definitely one of the weaker aspects, I'd say, of this phone. I give this just a 7 out of 10 for the speaker. But let's face it, guys, with all of these phones, they are pretty iterative at this point, that I think the big differentiation comes with the cameras, and Honor has definitely placed a great main camera here. It's their 200 megapixel main camera, f1.9 aperture, but this Honor 90 has a slightly weaker ultra wide at 12 megapixels f2.2 and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. So here you see just the shutter speed, and what I do love here is that this 200 megapixel camera has a lot of detail. So while a telephoto would have been nice, that you're gonna have to step up to the Honor 90 Pro to get, but it still offers really solid results. But have a look at these camera samples I've taken over the past few days. And guys, I will be traveling to Osaka tomorrow, so I'm gonna be bringing this phone with me to capture some even more great shots. But have a look at these samples and hit me up in the comments. What do you think? And this is rear-facing video on the Honor 90, shooting in 4K 30 FPS. What a day it's been, guys, with my daughter at Waterworld here in Hong Kong. I am burnt to a crisp. You will see in a moment with the front video. But rear video looks solid here, coming to evening time here in Hong Kong. But listen to the mics, hear how they sound, and hit me up in the comments. What do you think? And this is front-facing video on the Honor 90, shooting in 4K, and it looks pretty solid, guys. You can't really tell from the image. It's kind of a bit washed out, but I'm burnt to a crisp. My nose, my whole face is burnt to a crisp. But it was a fun time out with my daughter. Listen to mics, hear how they sound, and hit me up in the comments. What do you think? So that's it for this impressions video, and my final initial verdict here on the Honor 90. They've done a solid job here, delivering a mid-range phone that really doesn't undercut too much from the 90 Pro, but still delivers a solid package. I'd say the design and the display are the two highlights here. I'd say the weakest part, guys, though, is the performance. I would have loved to have tested out the Honor 90 Pro with that 8 Plus Gen 1. I think that is truly the one to go for. while yes, more expensive, it is almost approaching flagship level territory in terms of performance, while this Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 is a bit weak in my opinion. I would have loved to see a slightly stronger chipset, but it doesn't really diminish day-to-day performance of this device. And if you're doing some light gaming, Twitter, and just general phone use, you should have no issues with this Honor 90. And I gotta say, the software for Honor Magic OS is also much improved, and it continues to get better. Definitely one of the best Android software skins along with Color OS in my opinion. So if you can pick this one up and the price is right, I think Honor is delivering a solid mid-range package for you to consider here in mid-2023 with this Honor 90. But hit me up in the comments. What are your thoughts on the Honor 90? And do you agree that maybe the Pro is the better choice, or do you like this package that Honor has created here in the Honor 90? Hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon for future updates. Stay tuned, guys, for that Osaka photo tour. It should be fun sharing and shooting here with this phone in another country. I can't wait. So that's it, and this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one. Great job, Honor. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Oh yeah.